Hello there. We are going to do a total body workout today. So make sure you have dumbbells and some water and a towel. And that's all you need for the workout. We're going to get going. So we're going to start with a warm-up. Then we're going to get into the workout. Let's do it. We're going to do a lateral lunge to a row. So we're not holding weight because we're just warming up. So it looks like this. Lateral, row this arm, back to center. Lateral, row this arm, back to center. We're going for 1 minute in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lateral, row this arm, back to center. Lateral, row this arm, back to center. Now, I know sometimes that step out can get a little confusing. Maybe you're not ready for it, you're just waking up. So you can always just be nice and wide here and sink side to side. So you're either stepping out, rowing, or you've got a nice wide stance here like me, and you're sinking down side to side. Important here that we have that nice flat back for that bent over row. So it's a little different, right, than our usual stance for a lateral lunge. We are doing a bit of a hinge forward to get that bent over row position in. Keep going, we have about 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, team, again, no weight. We're gonna stand, do a squat and an overhead press. No weight with those in those hands. Overhead press, join me now. It's 1 minute here. Just getting the body moving, just getting it warmed up. I think you'll find that your shoulders are gonna get warmed up here even though you're not holding weight. And it's a good time when we're not holding weight to think about what good form is. So thinking about pushing that booty back, pushing heels into the floor as you come up, and then when we stand, we do a nice strong stance here in the torso, biceps come by the ears. So it's a great time to pay attention to our torso, because we're not doing this, right? Keep it really strong, team, really strong. 20 seconds. Breathing. Are we breathing? 10. 3, 2, and 1. All right, now, clear a space in front of you. We're doing a walkout to push up. We've done this one before. We do a walkout here, 1 push up, and then to standing. Join me now, let's do it. Bending your knees on this forward fold as much as you want. So the forward fold here, bending your knees some, everyone does that, but if you want to be more of a squat and come to standing or squat down into it, that's fine. Or if you want to do a more of a hinge where you feel that great stretch in the back of the legs, also fine. Set yourself up for a great push-up and complete a great push-up. That can happen on your knees as well. Always when we're doing push-ups, team, you're picking what is best for you. So if push-ups on the knees are what's best for you, that's what you're doing. "15 seconds here. Warming up the chest, warming up the abs. 3, 2, 1. All right, team, let's bring it down to hands and knees. So we're gonna do a plank march into a bear crawl. So come into a plank position, then march those knees under the hips, then march it back into a plank. Okay, we have 1 minute here, let's go. So always thinking about what a great plank looks like, and that's wrist under the shoulders, booty in line with the shoulders. Now I'm marching the knees to right under the hips and then back out to a plank. I'm keeping that tension on the abs. I can feel my abs when I'm here and when I'm in a plank. What I don't want is a ball. You're not doing this, you're doing this. So it'd be like if you started on hands and knees and you just lifted those knees up, that's where you're walking to. 30 seconds to go. Are you alternating which leg does the work. So left starts, then left, right here, then right. Make sure you alternate which leg leads. 10 seconds here. 5, I'm feeling shoulders and abs. 2, and rest. All right, team. Quick drink of water. We're going to get into the workout. Let me remind you, please rest as much as you need to rest today. This is your workout. Take care of yourself. Let's do it. We're going to work in blocks today. So 3 exercises in a block. We're going to do it 3 times. The first movement in the block, we're going to repeat on the first round through, first time through. Second movement, we're going to repeat the second time through. Third movement, we're going to repeat the third time through. I'll do it on my right hand. First thing we're doing is a laterally moving squat with an overhead press that looks like this. Laterally moving, so I'm taking 2 steps for my squat. I'm going to take it 2 steps back. Okay, that's a minute. We feel ready for it? Again, this can happen with 1 weight, 2 hands, or no weight at all. 3, 2, 1, and we're going. This is a minute of work. So this is the one we're going to repeat right after this because it's the first round, first exercise of the first round. When we repeat, we're going to decrease time to just 45 seconds. So that'll be that way across the board. Every time we repeat, we'll do that second set for less time. I imagine this is going to be a challenge. Breathing, booty's pushing back. Remember, we practiced this movement in the warm-up. So, are we keeping our core nice and strong when we do that overhead press? I'm going to drop to 1 weight, team. My shoulders are feeling it already. 10 seconds left. And rest. Nice. Okay. In 10 seconds, we're going to do it one more time for 45 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So now we're doing 45 seconds of work. Same movement. When we move laterally with a squat like this, it's easy to kind of also move your body laterally, kind of shift in a way we don't want to shift. So think about that. Think about finding your center and doing just a regular squat. 5 seconds. 3, 2, rest. Nice. Okay. Now we're doing a reverse lunge with a pulse. So you can have weight for this if you want. I'm not going to have weight. So reverse lunge with a pulse is here. We pulse it once, come back to standing. So we're just adding a little bounce when we're in that lunge. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now we're back to a minute of work. When I come to standing, I am pushing my front foot into the floor. That is activating the hamstring and the booty on that leg. Breathing, please breathe. You're doing a step back, finding your center, going straight down. I know there's a tendency kind of to shift weight again, right? Maybe you're shifting back. Maybe you have a shift forward. Step into that lunge, pulse it, come back to center, straight down. Take your time. If you are finding that you're shifting, step, find your center, lunge, lunge, back to feet together. So just slow down the movement. 3 seconds here. Take a break. Okay. Next up, we're doing a bent over row. A little different this time, team. We are going to pull the weights up and release one at a time. So we're always having that working arm pulling up, right? We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Pull both up, that's home base. Then release, then release. My back is nice and flat here. My torso isn't going anywhere, I hope. That's the goal, to have a really strong torso base of support. Now, a nice modification I've learned recently is putting that booty against a wall in a bent over row supports that body. So your torso's having to do less work, and that's kind of a nice modification, nice midway point, or it's nice to take when you're halfway through. You've got 15 seconds left. All right, team, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whoo, it's a good one. Okay, so that's our first time through those 3. So we know what we're doing for the next 2 rounds. We're adding on, right? Now to the second movement. So, starting with the first, side step squat with a press, okay? We just do this one time. We're going in 3, 2, 1, begin. Side step squat. This is a minute of work. Breathing. Strong overhead press. How are you feeling so far? You take those breaks when you need them. You drink that water when you need it. Halfway there. Slow down that movement if you need to. Always be mindful of what your form looks like as we move through the minute here. And as you fatigue, maybe you need to slow down. Reset, take a beat, get that good posture back. 10 seconds. 4. All right, team, that's it. Let's rest. Okay, reverse lunge with a pulse. This is the one we double up on. If you're grabbing weights for this, now would be the time. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Pulse it, up, pulse. Are your abs turned on for this exercise? I know a lot of times we get into thinking about lower body, upper body, but in this one, and in most movements, our core is working a ton. So though we are thinking about the lower body, we're also needing to think about that core and how the abs are stabilizing. 15 seconds here. Shoulders back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, I'm doing extra credit. Okay. This is your rest. This is 15 seconds. And we do that one more time. This will be a 45-second round. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. If you're holding weight for this, I hope you're feeling challenged. If the weight is taking away your good form, then maybe lessen the weight if you can, or take it to no weight, because we want to be sure that good form is the first thing we think about. Adding weight is the second thing we think about. 20 seconds left. Less than 10 here, team. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Okay. Bent over row. We remember this one? We start with that home base up top and release, release. Got it? Okay. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Here it is. Home base, release, release. My back is squeezing together the whole time. This is an easy one, I think, to just go through the motions of it, but not engage the muscles. So we're working the back. Think about how to engage the back. Squeeze it up. You might be feeling that low back because it's holding you here in place. And if you're feeling that, you are correct. It is working. If you need to take that posture where booty is against the wall, take that posture. 15 seconds to go. Whoo, my back. Are you feeling it, team? Squeeze those shoulder blades together. See if you can feel that mid-back squeeze. 4, 3, 2, and rest. Whew, okay. 1 drink of water for me. Now, one more time through, and we double up on the bent over row at the end, okay? So side step squat with that overhead press. We're doing it. 3, 2, 1, begin. Everyone's at a different fitness level. So I'm lifting a 10-pound weight here. That feels challenging for me in this moment. Maybe you're lifting more, and that's awesome. Maybe you're just doing arms with no weight, and that's awesome too. Maybe you've done each movement for half the time instead of the full time, and that's awesome too. What we want to do is find where we feel challenged and stay right there in that challenging point. 15 seconds. 10 seconds now. 5. That's a minute, team. Take a break. Gear up for that step back lunge with a pulse. We alternate the legs. Do you remember? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So thinking about how to best challenge ourselves, we also want to be mindful of how we feel each day, because we're going to feel differently each day depending on how much water we've had, time of day, how much food we've had, how much sleep we got the night before. There's so much that affects our energy levels and our ability to lift. So maybe if you've been revisiting videos on the library, giving yourself that permission to just check in with yourself and not having to perform the way you did the first time, but just assessing how you feel and seeing how you can perform that day. 5 seconds. That's it, team. It's a minute, take a rest. Next up, that bent over row, alternating sides, where home base is up and we release. You know what I'm talking about. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Home base is up, we release. Now, this is the one this time that we double up on. This feels very challenging to me. So this round doubling up this time is gonna feel hard. What are your elbows doing? Pull back, pull together. Palms are facing each other. Torso is hopefully finding that stability. Head is looking at the floor, not here, not forward, right? Straight at the floor, 15 more seconds. seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. This is your 15-second rest. And then we do a 45-second round. This is tough. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it, team. Whoop, home base is up and release. Are you feeling your back? Can you think about your back and feel all points of your back? I can feel my upper back squeeze. I can feel my mid back squeeze. It might take a second. You might have to hold here and try and find it. Connect that body to your mind. 15 seconds. Team, 10 seconds. Excuse me. 7. Squeeze it up. Come on, team. We're almost there. 3, 2, and release. Whew. Whoo-wee. Okay. Now we've got a new block of 3. The way this workout's going to go, I always like to know what's coming. A new block of 3, another block of 3, and then we'll be finished, okay? So we're moving right through it. Next up, we do a squat with the weight that comes shoulder to shoulder. So we start with the weight here, squat, pop it over, squat, pop it over. So we're doing this over the head rainbow movement. That could happen with 2 weights. I'm choosing to use 1. Can that happen with no weight at all? Yes, it can. Okay, so we're not moving laterally, just that squat, weight shoulder to shoulder, and 3, 2, 1, here we go. So this is the one we're gonna repeat right away. Breathing. We get that lower body involved. It's hard not to breathe, right? I'm definitely breathing. I'm dropping my elbows. Sometimes what I see is something, I don't know, something with the elbows up. Drop the elbows, put the weight on the shoulder. We're over halfway. 15 seconds. 8, 3, 2, and 1. All right, team. This is your 15-second break. We do squat, shoulder to shoulder again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Starts at the shoulder, overhead. Are you doing a straight down squat? So we're not shifting weight anywhere. I think sometimes with the shift in the weight overhead, it gets confusing, and you might shift your hips too. Keep those hips straight down, straight up. 20 seconds here. Hitting that overhead press in a different way than on that first round. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Drink of water. Single leg deadlift is next. So we're hinging at the hips, just like that, and we're alternating the feet, alternating the legs. My standing leg is softly bent. You can have weight here or not. You can hold a wall for balance or not. 3, 2, 1, here we go. It's that hinge motion, team, that we do when we do a bent over row. And here on a deadlift, the first movement, the only movement, is a hinge at the hips. I know sometimes that you think, I need to get to the floor, I'll round out. That's what we want to avoid, is that rounded back. Again, touching a wall for balance if you need it. That's going to get you closer to doing the movement in space, as if you assist yourself by holding a wall. Feeling a stretch in the back of the legs. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, team. We are going to a plank. Plank hold, no bells and whistles here. It's just hands or elbows, toes or knees, holding a plank. I do need water. I realized midway through that last exercise, I announced a water break and never took it. Okay, 1 minute here. Let's bring it up to a plank. What is good plank form? I say this time and time again. You know I say it a lot. But it's because, first of all, when you're in a plank, you need to think about what you're doing. So I'm here to remind you of that. But second of all, I see so many not great planks that I'm here to spread the message worldwide. Shoulders over wrists, hips in line with your shoulders. Abs are turned on. Excuse me, excuse my sniffling. 20 seconds. I think it's here to stay, you know? I'm just gonna be a sniffling. 12. We're breathing and our abs are bracing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Nice job, team. Okay, we're going back to the top here. It's the sides, nope, it's just the squat with the weight that goes overhead. We're doing it once. We're doing it once. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, let's do it. As you understand the format today, and we go through it, think about how you can adjust your weight to best serve you. So since we just have this set of these, a single set this round of the squat press, maybe you can grab heavier weight. We are doubling up on that stiff-legged deadlift for this round. So think about that too. What weight do you grab for that? 10 seconds. Feeling the shoulders, yes. Feeling the legs work. 3, 2, and a rest. Good. Okay. I'm grabbing weight here. Single leg deadlift. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Please find a wall if you need to find a wall. I would suggest not going too much faster than what I'm going, because it's about getting that good stretch in the back of the leg, right? It's about keeping the knees softly bent, working the hamstrings, working the glutes. It is not about doing 100 reps in 1 minute. So you don't need to go fast. You need to engage your muscles. When I stand, I'm pushing my heel into the floor. 20 seconds here. Push my heel into the floor as I come up. And I'm breathing. You might be holding onto a wall, and that's awesome. 3, 2, and rest. 15-second rest. I'm grabbing water. This is the one we're doing again. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pushing the heel into the floor every time. Pushing the heel into the floor every time. I have to remind myself to do it, which is why I repeat, 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 so that you do it too. Activate hamstrings. You see my weight isn't going to the floor. I take my weight until I feel a stretch in the back of the legs, and then I drive up. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and rest. Okay, team, we're into a plank. Another plank. It can be on elbows or hands, knees or toes, or adjust as we go. It's a minute of work. Let's do it, team. It's always nice to remember that you can adjust as you go. I've missed out on a lot of workouts thinking I had to arrive and do the workout at a certain intensity, which was 100%, 110% effort. But allowing myself to just show up and get some movement, and maybe that's what this workout is for you, or maybe it's where you show up at 110%, but just knowing that the workout will benefit you either way you show up. 15 seconds. Keep breathing. This is 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Okay, team. Now we're going our last time through these 3. So we've got squat, weight to shoulder, got those deadlifts, got a plank, and we were doing that plank twice. So squat, weight to shoulder is coming at ya. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So last time we do this one now, the last time we do the next 3 movements. So again, you get to think about how you show up here. Are you feeling fatigued and need to dial back? Are you feeling energetic and you can push hard? I think checking in with ourselves, having that body awareness is not something we do often, right? Just constantly checking in. How do you feel? Maybe what you need right now is to just stand and watch me do this and you're drinking water. I'll take it. 8 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Okay. Single leg deadlift. Let's do it, team. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. What is your back doing? Is it flat? Is your standing leg softly bent? Are you driving your heel into the floor as you come to standing? Whoop. I lose my balance too, you know? I lose my balance, my core corrects. Give me 30 seconds now. Driving the heel into the floor as you come to standing. Think about what you're doing. 15 seconds. 8, 3, 2, and rest. Okay, we're down to plank. So this is where we double up. 1 minute of plank, 45 seconds of plank. Let's feel our abs working, right? 3, 2, 1. Here it is. Head in alignment with the spine. The head's not hanging. No, no, no. My elbows are softly bent. Something we rarely talk about when we're doing a high plank. But we want to make sure we're not locking the elbows out. Keep them soft. I can rarely think of a workout where we want to keep our joints locked up. Hips in line with the shoulders. Not down here. Hips in line with the shoulders. Think about that good isometric squeeze in the abs. We're pulling hands to feet, feet to hands, or elbows to feet. That gets you that good isometric squeeze, and we're breathing, right? Exhaling, 5, 3, 2, and 1. This is a 15-second rest. We do a 45-second plank coming up. This is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sometimes in these isometric positions, it can feel a little bit anxiety-inducing. Like we think, it's hard. Our breathing gets shallow. Let's think about just inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5 and kind of reining in that panic feeling. Give me 15 seconds here. 8, 5, 3, 2, rest. Nice job, team. You feel those abs working? Okay, we have one more grouping of 3. We're staying here. We're going to do alternating push-up to tricep push-up. I'm going to be on my knees the whole time because those tricep push-ups are going to get me. So push-up, hands are wider, elbows point back at 45 degrees. Then we're going to move the hands in, tuck the elbows in. They drive straight back and brush up and down the sides of my body. Okay? This is a minute plus 45. This is going to be a doozy. Here we go. Push-up to tricep push-up. You're alternating every time. First time here is a minute. I'll suggest that you pace yourselves. Take your time. Walk your hands in. Set up a tricep push-up. Whew. Walk your hands out. Set up that chest push-up. Walk your hands in. I can feel my tricep push-ups on that first rep. Whew, they are so hard. How are you doing? We're 30 seconds in. We're breathing, right? As we push the floor away, we're exhaling. 8 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, and rest. Oh man, we're not done yet. We do that one more time for 45 seconds. Okay, team. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Chest push-up, tricep push-up. How's your form? Are you paying attention every time? There's no need to do 100 of these, right? I want to see a few with really good form. When I am pushing into that tricep push-up, I am pushing the heels of my hand into the floor. That really lights up my triceps. Give me 10 seconds now. 5, 3, 2, and rest. Oh, those are hard. Okay, next up, we're doing an alternating curtsy. It's going to look a little different than what we've done before. So we're going to alternate the curtsy. So curtsy this side, bring the knee up, take that time to balance. Then we move to the other side. Please hold weight here if you can, if you want. But the focus is that balance piece. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Curtsy up to a balance. And then switch sides. So you only need to hold that balance for a couple seconds. Curtsy, balance. You can hold weight here. Maybe you need to hold a wall or a chair, something to help you balance. That's okay. Think about how you get off of holding on to it as we go on. And that doesn't mean today. Maybe another day, you don't hold on as strongly to that balance, right? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Okay, last thing, bicycle crunch. I like a bicycle crunch so much, and here's what I want it to look like. We are coming into tabletop legs, and we're maintaining the tabletop. We're not bringing the knees in for a ball. We're keeping them here, and we lift up to the knee. Not this, this. It matters. 3, 2, 1, here we go. We lift up to the knee. My tabletop is maintaining. One leg down, one-legged tabletop, and no knees coming past my hips. And I'm not going so fast that I'm rolling from side to side. I twist, I come back to center. I twist the other way, back to center. Breathing. Can you feel your abs, team? When you maintain this tabletop with the shins parallel with the floor, your abs stay turned on. That's what we want. We don't want to release tension. When you bring the knees in and kind of ball up, that takes the tension out of the abs. Let's keep the tension on. 4, 3, 2, and a rest. I can feel my abs. Yeah. Okay. Push up to tricep push up. These are so hard for me. Cool thing is we only have to do 1 round, okay? Okay. Push up to tricep push up. Let's think about form. Good form here. 1 minute. Let's go. And go. My stopwatch did not start, but it is started now, don't you worry. Nobody's doing extra credit for this. Think about pushing the floor away, team. Feeling your triceps there. Hands go apart. Feel that chest. Bring them in. Feel the triceps. Take it out. Feel that chest. 30 seconds now. Woo, close, team. 20, come on. Ten more seconds now. Engage, engage. 5, 3, 2, and a rest. Okay, next up, curtsy to a knee raise with that balance piece. This is the one we double up on. We go in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it, team. Is it harder to balance holding weight? Yes, it is. Front foot firmly placed on the floor, doesn't come off the floor. I'm pushing my heel into the floor as I come to standing. Take your time, hold that knee up. Feel your abs engaged to hold that knee up. Chest is back. The weight isn't pulling you down. So it's not pulling your shoulders forward. It's not pulling you down. You're in control. 10 seconds. Woo! 5. That's it, team. That's a minute. Okay, this is the one we double up on. I did almost forget that. Another set of those in 5, 3, 2, here we go. Take your time. What's your front foot doing? Are you putting pressure on that front foot? I can feel my abs working here to balance me. Take your time. Getting close, team. We have 10 seconds. 3, 2, and a 1. Good. Okay, bicycle crunch. Let's remember all the good pieces of the bicycle crunch. Legs and tabletop. Shins parallel with the floor. We keep this positioning. Yes? 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Lift. Lift. I'm not pulling my head or neck. I am lifting my body off the floor. That's how I get closer to my knee. I'm never going to touch my shoulder to my knee, but I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep my elbows wide. When I think about touching my elbow to my knee, that's when I fall, right? Keep the chest open. We're halfway. Knee doesn't come in. Knee stops at the hip. Stop that knee at the hip. Shins aren't here. Shins are here, parallel with the floor. It sounds nitpicky, and it is. 8 seconds now, team, 8 seconds. Twist it, come on. 3, 2, and rest. Whew. Good, okay. We have push-ups, curtsies, bicycles, we're done, okay? We do double up the bicycle. 4 minutes of work, totally doable. Let's do that push-up, team. Push-up to tricep push-up in 3, 2, whoopsie-doos, 1, here we go. How are you doing? We are so close. Are you feeling energetic and ready to really push to the end? Are you feeling more fatigued and ready to get to the end? 30 seconds. Keep that breath moving. As we push up, we exhale. We push up, we exhale. 5 seconds. Take a break. Hi-yi-yi. It's tough stuff. Curtsy with a balance. 1 set here, 1 minute. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Curtsy with a balance. Shoulders face forward, hips face forward the whole time. I'll show you what it looks like when it's not facing forward. This is opening. We don't want to open. We just want to curtsy, hips face forward, shoulders face forward. Engaging the abs as we lift that knee up. Abs help us balance. Shoulders are back. 20 seconds now. 10. You got it, team. Let's take a break. Okay, bicycle, bicycle, 2 times. minute, it's 45 seconds, then we're finished. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Twist. Remember all the rules of a bicycle. Shins parallel with the floor. Knee over the hip. Not going too fast because we're not rocking onto the side of our bodies, right? We're staying on our backs, lifting, lifting. Elbows are wide. We're not pulling head and neck. We're lifting our back off the floor with our abs. Breathing here, 20 seconds now. 12. Keep breathing, feeling those abs work. 3, 2, and a rest. Woo-wee. I can feel mine. I hope you're joining me and just laying here for 15 seconds. How nice. We do that final set. This is a 45-second round in 3, 2, 1. When we fatigue, we have to think more. We have to think harder about that really good form, right? So think more, think harder about maintaining that good form. 20 seconds. Shoulders lift to the knee. Use those abs, team, you're doing great. Give me 10. We're close. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna twist it up this side, a little extra credit. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. So happy to have you. Goodbye.